Hey, it's John again, playing Immaculate Grid. I'm gonna play grid number 649 this morning. I'll do 650 at some point, but I did see it, so it's not really surprised. But I think I've avoided seeing 649, which would have been Friday's grid. So I'm gonna share my screen, get right into it, and this time I'll go for low rarity. I'll return to my roots a little bit. Figure we'll mix it up, have some fun. Let's see here. Gonna go previous grid, 649. Hit play, hit go, and away we go with 649. All right. Not hitting go anymore because I'm not doing time anymore. Just wasn't what wasn't as interesting, I don't think. So we've got low rarity is what we're going for now. And we've got Brewers 30 stolen bases matching up with the Yankees. Adjust my mindset here. This is a Germany Schaefer combo down here. Yeah, zero point oh 0.03. Um, Otis Nixon will work, I think, for New York and Texas. He'll definitely work there. He'll also work for Texas and I think he'll work for Texas and 30 stolen bases. Pretty sure on that. Let's see. Brewers and Yankees. I've come up with this a few times and come up with some ones that I thought were going to be good, and they end up not being as good as I would have thought. Um, Let's try actually Mike Myers because I know he played for the Brewers in 98, 99 time frame. And then for the Yankees, he was acquired mid-aughts at some point, but he was basically like I thought he was there basically just to face David Ortiz, lefty specialist, lefty submarine specialist. So that's a pretty good score. That's better than like Gerald Williams and I've played Bob Wickman before, even Rick Cerone. They're all way higher. Not way like an order of magnitude higher. They're like in the 1% range. Let's see. For New York and Texas, I think I'm gonna go Mike Stanton. Maybe not that. Billy Martin managed both teams. So he was the Yankee for a long time, but he was barely a Ranger, I think. So that's pretty good. Relievers are doing well here. That's good. Um, all right, shifting gears. Born outside of the United States, sort of. Born outside 50 states and DC, but they can have been born in Puerto Rico or I guess Guam, um, U.S. Virgin Islands, those places. Why don't we go? I was thinking Carlos Lee. I could sneak him in. El Caballo. But I'm gonna sneak him in with the Rangers for point one because he was just there for half a season. And then for the Brewers, well, let's see how many people remember that Henry Blanco was a Brewer. All right, doing all right. And then for Cleveland, Cleveland, born outside 50 states and DC. Um, who's gonna be somewhat obscure there? But let's go backup catcher territory. Einar Diaz. See how he does. Point three, a little bit higher than those guys, but backup catchers are a fun way to go. All right, now we're going for 30 stolen bases. Um, the Brewers. So Molitor will work. Pat Listash will work. Scott Psenik will work. Um, Terang just got there this previous off season, as did I think Self Frelick. Braun and Yelich both work. Both were 30-30 guys. Tommy Harper is a 30-30 guy. Let's keep that in our back pocket. I think he's in the lead of the guys I've said so far. Um, I think Carlos Gomez will work. Um, he's got to work. I'm not sure about Rick Manning, either for Milwaukee or Cleveland. He was pretty fast, I think. Um, he's a center fielder, but I think Tommy Harper is the way I'm going to go. Actually, you know who will work even better, I think? I am going to go with Alex Sanchez because I remember thinking he should have been a Rookie of the Year candidate in 2002, and he finished like one third place vote. Um, 2002 Brewers were a miserable team, and I considered him a bright spot because he stole a bunch of bases, but he was otherwise a pretty unremarkable player. So that's pretty good. Point four. Let's see, Texas. That's where I keep my mind keeps shifting to Otis Nixon because I know he was with the Rangers, stole a bunch of bases, kind of his thing. Um, Julio Franco will also work. Um, Kinsler is probably going to be one of the higher ones. Alfonso Soriano will work. Tom Goodwin, I think, will work. I'm not as sure on Otis Nixon just because I can't remember if he was a partial season or something like that. But if he got significant playing time in Texas, he most assuredly stole over 30 bases. I'm gonna take the gamble. Okay, so that wasn't worth it for my how sure I was and what his percentage was. That wasn't worth it. That was a lot higher than I was expecting. Um, and then I'm gonna close out with Joe Carter because I know he had 30 stolen bases in 1987. He goes sub one. There were 17 options for Texas, so there were probably options I could have gone with there that would have been a lot better than Otis Nix. In fact, mathematically there have to have been, but other than that, pretty good score. Eight with six of them coming on one guy. I'll take that. Anyway, thanks so much for playing, and we will be back at it later. Peace.